Welcome everyone. So in this video, let us try to learn about the basic laws of arithmetic operation. So there are a few important mathematical laws that you have to remember when you take up and solve some equations or do some mathematical operations. So the following three are very important when you do solve the arithmetic operation: commutative law, associative law, and also the final one is distributive law. These are also called as properties: commutative property, associative property, or distributive property. Let us go into the first one, commutative property or commutative law. Let's take this example. You taking a hammer and hitting yourself, or the hammer accidentally falling on your head. In both instances, you'll feel the pain. That is the result. So when the result is unaltered, even when the position of the numbers are changed, it is known as commutative. So not all the arithmetic operations are commutative. Addition operation is commutative. A plus B is equal to B plus A. So if I interchange the number, right, the answer will be the same. 5 plus 3 equal to 8 and 3 plus 5 is also equal to 8. The same way, A dot B or B into A both gives you the same result. 3 into 2 or 2 into 3 will be 6. So both addition and multiplication are commutative. Whereas subtraction and division are not commutative. 5 minus 2 is equal to 3, but 2 minus 5 is minus 3. The results are not same. 10 by 2 is equal to 5, whereas 2 by 10 is equal to 0.2. I have written it in decimal. So the results are again not same. So both subtraction and division are not commutative. The next one is the associative law. So let us take this example. We have milk, coffee powder, and sugar. So we are planning to make a coffee. Now, regardless of the order I mix, either I mix coffee powder and sugar first to have a powder mix of coffee powder and sugar, then I mix milk with it, I get a coffee. Or I mix milk and coffee powder first and then add the required amount of sugar. Again, I'm gonna get a coffee. So regardless of the order you mix, right, the grouping you do, you'll get the same result for some arithmetic operation. Again, this is not applicable for all the arithmetic operation. So whenever an arithmetic operation satisfies this, it satisfies the associative property. Again, this is important in solving your equations. When you have maths puzzles and there will be equations where you may have plus 5, minus 2 and all, this will help to solve the equation. Now let us take 5 plus 2 plus 3. We have taken three numbers. Now if I add 2 plus 3 first, 5 plus 5, that is equal to 10. Or I take 5 plus 2 first, that is the grouping, first two numbers taken together. Again, I'll end up with the same result. Whereas, let us take an example of 5 minus 2 plus 3. If we simplify the second two numbers, 2 plus 3 first, then we'll end up with 5 minus 2 plus 3, that is 5 minus 5, 0. Whereas if we take 5 minus 2 first, then it will be 3 plus 3, that is equal to 6. The results are not same. So subtraction is not associative. Now the same 5 minus 2 plus 3, how to solve it with satisfying the associative law? Now instead of subtracting 2 from the values, I'm going to add minus 2, which is an integer, to the system. Now you see there are three numbers, 5, minus 2 and 3, which are being added. So it is an addition operation. So this will be associative. Now see 5 plus minus 2 plus 3. So minus 2 plus 3, it is actually 1. So 5 plus 1, that will be equal to 6. So we have eliminated the minus in between the two numbers and taken the number as a negative number. Whereas 5 plus of minus 2, that is 5 minus 2 plus 3, that is again 3 plus 3, that is equal to 6. So we have the same answer and that is the right answer. So the results are same. So to make a subtraction operation associative, let us take plus and take the number as a negative number. The same way, multiplication operation is associative, but division operation is not associative. So we'll go ahead with the last property, distributive property. Now let us take this example. These are two different movies where the hero is Vijay. The name of the movies are Bigil and Sarkar. Now instead of we mentioning that Vijay is the hero of Bigil and Vijay is the hero of Sarkar, we may commonly take Vijay out and say Vijay is the hero of both Bigil and Sarkar. The same way, when there are elements in common while doing an arithmetic operation, particularly addition or subtraction, Now that common value can be taken out and the rest can be simplified. Finally, this common value can be multiplied to the simplified answer. This reduces the complexity of the solution. So this is your distributive property. Now let us take this example. 3 into 2 plus 3 into 5. 3 is being multiplied with both the numbers. So that can be taken out as common, and 2 plus 5. The operation in between has to remain the same. That is 3 into 2 plus 5, that is 3 into 7 is 21. If we do the same operation, that is 3 into 2, that is 6. 3 into 5, that is 15. If we add it, it will be 21. So both the way it is same. So since the results are same, you can take either common out and simplify, or there will be cases where we'll be having a value out into some values in operation, addition or subtraction, that has to be taken inside as common. So for example, linear equation. Let us take this 3x plus 3y is equal to 4. The other equation is y equal to 2 minus x. So we have two equations. We have to solve this equation and find the value of x. Now instead of y, if I substitute 2 minus x, this 3y. So 3 has to be multiplied with both 2 and minus x. This is where distributive property is very important to solve it and find the value. There is one more important rule that you have to remember when you solve arithmetic operation, that is called as board mass. You might have come across so much of puzzles in WhatsApp and Facebook, only genius can solve it. This is the rule that will be helpful in solving it. The board mass stands for bracket, order, division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So these are the priorities. The first priority should be given to bracket, the second should be order, and it goes on. So this will be dealt in a separate video. So thank you. Happy learning.